Today we're going to be talking about tips and hacks and things that I have done, places that I go to basically survive in Germany. Welcome back to my channel. I feel like this video is long awaited because I get so many questions from you guys about where do I get my hair done? How do I find a job? How do I find an apartment? All of these questions, and I feel like this video, one, not only does it answer some of your questions, but two, it's gonna give my perspective, my insider tips on how I do things here in Germany, how I survive as an American living abroad and as an expat living abroad. And I think that's really relevant for a lot of my followers and subscribers. So I hope this video is super helpful. Before we jump in, I do want to throw out a disclaimer that all of the things that I'm going to be talking about today is my experiences, things that I've been through, and this is just my way. I just want to share these tips with you so that you can potentially use them, but I am in no way like a licensed job finder. I'm not a licensed recruiter. I don't know the ins and outs of the German system. I'm just giving my experience. I really don't want to gatekeep. Like, you guys ask me so many questions, but I'm going to start this video with beauty and lifestyle, and then we're gonna go down the line and get into the nitty-gritty of Ausländerbehörde, residence permit, finding a job, etc. That's gonna come towards the end, so make sure you stay tuned. And for the beginning bits, we're gonna stick to beauty and lifestyle, starting with hair care, because I get this question so often. Like, this is one of my most asked questions. Hair care. So for everyone out there, I do my own hair, and I think that's something that you have to kind of get comfortable with as a Black woman, as a person of color. This is something that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to do my own hair because I'm just seeing the atmosphere around here, and nobody can do my hair like the Dominicans back in New York. It's just not gonna happen. And so when I came to Germany, I studied abroad. Actually, when I studied abroad to Austria, that was like a decade ago. But when I did that, I was like, okay, I have to figure out how to do my own hair. And that's kind of where my at-home doing my own hair journey started. And I just got a blow dryer, a flat iron, and that's it. And that's kind of where it started. So for that bit, I would say, please, you gotta learn how to maneuver your own hair. It just is critical for survival. Learn how to blow out your own hair, learn how to plait, braid, do whatever it is that, you know, your hair needs, but just learn how to do that for yourself. But I'm not here to just say like, just do it yourself. Like, that's not the point of this video. I'm here to drop some names of places that you can go to that I have seen who do hair really good. The names are only going to be for Berlin because that's kind of just where I found the best. I found two places that if I were to ever get my hair done, like blown out, flat ironed, like that, I will go to this salon called Ebony and Ivory. And I mentioned this salon in one of my other videos, and it's owned by a Black American woman. I believe she's from Atlanta. She is actually the woman that cuts my hair, and they also do color dye and all of that, but she knows how to do hair. So if you want to go somewhere to get your hair blown out, to get your hair flat ironed, to get your hair cut, to get your hair colored, bleached, if you're also a man and you also want to go get a trim, they have the men's side of the salon and the female side, and everybody that leaves the salon just looks amazing, fresh. It's just it's a vibe there. So I would highly recommend that salon if you wanted to get your hair done, if you just feel like I can't do my hair. Now, I think they do braiding there as well, but for braiding, I have someone else who I would like to recommend, and I think his name is Sean. I don't know for sure. I've never been to him, but I've had friends that have been to him, and I follow him on Instagram, and he is everything on everything. And I think he's also like half American, half German. I don't really know his whole background, but he does speak English and he does speak German. Same with Ebony and Ivory. They also speak English and German, so you just have everything that you need. But Sean, again, don't know if that's his name for real, but Sean from Instagram, he does amazing braiding. I have already reached out to him because I wanted to get my hair braided. I think it was last year for vacation. He's just booked and busy, okay? So make sure that you reach out to him in advance. He'll probably tell you need to reach out to me like 1 week before you go. But he is definitely the place to go if you want to get high quality braiding. That is my recommendation for hair. When it comes to like products and things, I've already mentioned this in a few of my hair videos that I've posted on YouTube. I use Aveda. I use a lot of like plant-based hair care, and I've already listed out like how I do my hair myself, so be sure to check out that video. I'll leave a card on the screen. Now, on the line still of beauty and lifestyle, so I am turning into a perfume hobbyist. I don't know if that's a real thing, but I'm really getting into the perfume scene, and I see that some of you guys are also vibing with me on Instagram, because sometimes I'm posting just my combos or my layering combos, my body butter combos, my body oil combos. I just posted how I make my perfume body oils, so be sure to check that out as well. So this is a new journey that I'm going on, and I feel so excited about it because I just love smelling good and I love smelling people who smell good. So I've been just like buying a lot of like perfumes and as well trying out some Arabic perfumes. That is like the hype right now. I think we all know that if you know anything about, you know, perfume and social media right now. I wanted to give you guys a tip on where I actually buy my perfumes here in Germany, and I think this site actually is potentially worldwide. If it's not worldwide, it's definitely EU wide. So all of my EU girlies, you guys can definitely shop at this site, because I feel like America, you guys, now I'm on the other side, like America, you guys get everything. You have everything and it's easily accessible, and then it's also in the right price range. And then when it comes to Europe, when it's our turn to like buy those body butters or, you know, whatever it is, it's super expensive or we can't actually find it at all. So where I get most of my Arabian perfumes is from this site called Annabis. They're really, really good. I think it takes maybe like a week, let's say 7 days, 7 to 9 days for the whatever I order, perfume oil, to get to me, and then I just have it. So I think they're also reasonably priced, and I find that I prefer buying from these like Oriental online shops or in person rather than going to Amazon, because I don't know that seller. I don't know where I'm getting my products is basically what I'm saying. But from these Oriental sites who sometimes often have a store, I prefer to buy from them. So check out Annabis. I really do like them. Moving on to shopping and where I buy my clothes. I'm a mixture of like different stores. So I do have a, I wouldn't say specific style, but I do kind of like lean on a certain era, you could say. And it's like a mixed match of, you know, new and old. And so where I buy my stuff, it's kind of, it really depends, but I am quite picky. So where I like to pick up my stuff, number one is Zalando. If you are in the EU and you've never shopped at Zalando, I don't know what you're doing. Like, Zalando is for me the place to be. You can get really nice deals. Sometimes they have coupons. I always save things, and then when I come back, they're on sale. Like, I love Zalando. That is like one of the main marketplaces that I go to for shopping, online shopping. So check out Zalando, have a look, make an account, and just go shopping, like go crazy, because they have everything along with like clothes, and they also have perfumes, they have beauty, they have skincare, they have all of that. So check out Zalando. Not sponsored, I genuinely just love shopping there. The next place that I really love as of maybe a year to 2 years is shopping at Chicwish. I think it's an underrated marketplace, and we have worked together in the past, and this is kind of why I know about them. But they have really quality pieces and really in trend, but it also really matches like my style, my vibe. So like the nice blazers, like checkered blazers like this one, for example, oversized jeans, really cozy loungewear, they have that. So I absolutely love Chicwish. Let me give you guys as well 3 brands for jewelry, because my jewelry, I'm also very picky with the type of jewelry that I wear, and it has to be something that doesn't rust. For earrings, okay, I should be the spokesperson for Monica Vinader, like completely. But really, you need to check out Monica Vinader. Their price range is a little bit on the higher end side, but I per se always have and always give out discount codes. Absolutely love their jewelry, and they are very high quality. When it comes to all of my piercings here, and the ones that are like inside my ears, I definitely trust Monica Vinader because my skin is very sensitive. The next one that I want to mention is called Safira. I am actually wearing their necklace right now. So this is, if it will focus, this is a Z necklace, and it's with rhinestones, and then this choker. Oh my god, this feels so amazing. This choker gold chain necklace. Such high quality, and while I do love Monica Vinader, if your price point just isn't vibing, like it just never will be vibing even with the discount code, you can definitely check out Sephira because their prices are amazing, and then the quality of the jewelry is also really, really nice. Now a word from our sponsor for today, Nordgreen. They are a Scandinavian watch brand that inspires awareness and action around the challenges facing the planet and humanity. They are sustainable, they believe in longevity. Their designing and manufacturing creates timeless pieces that look to the future. They sent me this stunning watch with gold detailing and a brown band. This just gives this timeless, antique, old but new type of look, and I love wearing pieces like this. They were able to provide me as well with a discount code for all of you, which I will link on the screen as well as my description box. Okay, so now we're going to transition into a little bit more serious, you could say, tips and tricks. We're going to start with language. Language as in learning German. This is going to be a hard topic to kind of give you the insider, because not really hard, but because it's a long process. There's no real like magic to it, but there is a process. What I did to, you know, ramp up my language skills is an intensive course. And I know that not everyone can afford this, so I would say either ask your company, because that's how I was able to get into those intensive courses, or you're gonna have to self-study. Okay, and you're gonna have to self-study. That's that on that. Like, you have to self-study to learn. My tip and trick, if you have to go down this self-study route, you need to get materials that make sense for you. So first of all, I think you need to ramp up. The tip is you need to at least get an A1 course underneath your belt, period. So you're introduced to that. Done. Okay, so let's say you have this A1. Most people that come to Germany do at least have an A1. You know, what's an apple? I would highly recommend you purchase this book. It's called German Grammar Drills, and this book pushed me over the edge. You know, it pushed me over the edge. Mind you, I was done with A2 when I was in this book, but I think if you are done with A1, you can also start this book and just learn at your own pace. So this really made me understand what I needed to understand. So I had a real issue with figuring out articles and masculine, feminine. I mean, I've done intensive courses, conversational courses. I actually like blacked out when it went to grammar and articles, because I was like, I don't get it and I don't want to get it. But at some point it was starting to impact work, and it was starting to impact my daily life, and I just wasn't getting it. And so I was like, okay, so I need to get something that's going to support me. So I got this book, and you can see I was in my whole study thing. I even laminated this sheet here, accusative, dative, to really support me. But this book was so helpful because it helped me break down the gender, and it gave me the insider tips on like when to use masculine and when to use feminine. Mind you, there really is no rule, but there is a method to the madness, and the book kind of broke it down. And once I got that, then things were so much easier for me. And another thing that really helped me on this self-study journey was this app. It's called oh my god, how am I going to pronounce this? Vocabulary. There it is. So instead of vocabulary, it's called vocabulary. Like, it actually has a walk. This was such a helpful little app. Basically, it was like flashcards. I put in the words that I wanted to learn on a daily basis, and then I would just, you know, start the flashcard, and it would just like flashcard me. And I can add in the words that are difficult to me. It was just a great thing to add in vocabulary every single day so that I could build that up. This video can go really, really long, but I really want to hit some of the fundamental things. And if you guys really enjoyed this, you can leave comments on what you want to hear from me personally next. So the last tidbit that I want to touch on is getting a permanent residency, which I now have, or getting just a residence permit here in Germany. And like, what are the tips? Like, how can I maneuver this? Because I get this all the time. How can I maneuver this process? And the reason why I kind of put language learning before this is because it is a little critical. So I gave you some tips and tricks on how you can accelerate your German, because you're gonna need a little bit of those tips and tricks, you know, to navigate your life in the Ausländerbehörde. What I went through to get my residence permit, it was very, very difficult, as I'm sure it was for everybody in the beginning. The people in the Ausländerbehörde, they just wanted to try your life. They wanted to give you hell on earth. They wanted you to scream and run back to wherever you came from. That's basically the energy that they gave me. My German was not like, you know, I had A1, but I had taken it like 2 years prior, so it was no language actually. So it was kind of like torture, and it would give me severe anxiety to go to the Ausländerbehörde by myself, and I didn't bring anybody to support me because I never wanted to do that. I feel like, yeah, I just didn't want to do that. After that, now I was like, okay, your life is not where you need it to be. You're in a foreign country, you need to navigate, or you're going to be really like a second-class citizen. And that's where the language came in. The language and the Ausländerbehörde, I think they go hand in hand. You cannot go to the Ausländerbehörde and you can't speak a lick of German. Like, it just doesn't work out. You're going to have a very, very stressful experience. So my tip, insider, it's really just a bland, straightforward thing, is just to get your German up to par. Like, you really need to get your German up to a level where you can answer 1, 2, 3 questions. First of all, vocabulary, right? That app that I just mentioned, put in there some of those language that they speak in the residence office. So first of all, what's a residence permit? What is that in German? What is document? What is passport? What is job? Put all of that language in vocabulary and get to memorizing. And I mean, it sounds like it's annoying and it sounds like, why? But it's like, yes, you need to do it. You want to be able to manage those offices by yourself and come in there with an air like, yeah, I pay my taxes, I work here, give me my permit, okay? I enjoy it here, let me stay, okay? Like, you have to come in with a different type of energy, but you have to put in some work on the back end. So outside of language, okay, you need that for sure. You need to get at least the fundamental words memorized so that you can, you know, click that they just asked you for that, or they want you to answer on that. You need to put 2 and 2 together. The second thing is, obviously, you're gonna need a job. You're gonna need, you know, some sort of documentation that, you know, you are working and you're contributing to society. How I found jobs in Germany, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is top tier when it comes to job hunting. I don't know what other sites that people use, but I know for me, LinkedIn is the best place to be. And this is something that I did as well. I took a LinkedIn course. Yeah, I took a LinkedIn course because if you are actually coming with a degree from another country, if you know, you're an educated person, but it's just really hard to sell yourself or to navigate yourself, especially in another language, I would say, for me personally, I had to, you know, pimp up my LinkedIn because that's the medium. You know, it's me, it's LinkedIn, and then it's a job, and LinkedIn kind of like bridges that gap. I also took a LinkedIn course, like how to, you know, rearrange your LinkedIn, what is appealing to job recruiters, and etc. And I took that course, you know, fixed up my LinkedIn. Make sure you put in everything that you've done in your past, in your home country. Make sure you have your degrees ready. You know, I had all of those things underneath my belt, and you know, I, like you, potentially, you know, suffered along the way. But to make your journey, your life here in Germany a little bit easier, those things that I did really leveled up my experience. I also have a lot that I want to tell you guys about my experience getting my license here in Germany, because that was a whole fiasco, but I would love to like walk you guys down that line. It was really crazy, but again, that was like one thing in my journey here in Germany which kind of like elevated my whole experience. It was annoying to do. Obviously, it was suffering, it was pain, it was a little expensive too. Mind you, I can already drive from New York, but those things kind of like elevated my experience. But we've kind of reached like the end of this specific video. Again, if you guys want to hear more from me regarding like, I guess like, I don't want to say elevate, but you know what I mean. Like, get back to your normal state, get back to a comfortable state for you in somewhere very foreign. Let me know and put some suggestions in the comment section below. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I'm trying to bring back my Germany videos because I'm done with school. master's done. It's finished. So I have the energy to pour into YouTube and to come back and to support all of you guys that brought me up to where I am right now on this platform. So I really appreciate you guys. Please comment below what you want to see from me next on the category of Germany. I hope you guys are staying healthy, happy, and safe, and I'll see you in another video.